friends. My name is Constance, and this is Cruelty-Free Musings. Welcome. Today we are going to be going through my beauty trash. Empties! Hooray! What I used up, what I would repurchase, what I wouldn't, what non-cruelty-free items I've finally gotten out of my collection. Let's get into it. Let's start with this. I didn't actually finish this. This is the Lancome Tonique Comfort Hydrating Toner for dry skin. I keep this in a little spray bottle, actually, and I just pump a little bit of it into my hand and then rub it into my face so that I don't have to use a cotton pad. So I poured the last of it into my little spray bottle so I don't have to keep this bottle anymore. I do like this toner. Lancome is not a cruelty-free brand because they sell in China, because you come... Of course, immediately when I start recording, the trash trucks start coming. Required. So, Lancome is not cruelty-free because the brand sells in China. This is a very nice toner, and I do quite like it. It has hyaluronic acid and glycerin and, various good skin-loving ingredients. And I believe I have mentioned before that this was the thing that I started using that made me realize, genuinely realize that I had dry skin. I was like, oh, this feels a lot better than any other toner that I've ever used, because my skin likes hydration. All skin likes hydration, but my skin is perpetually lacking in it. All right, next up. This is another thing that you have seen from the beginning of my channel. This is a lotion from Bath & Body Works. Bath & Body Works sells in China, not cruelty-free, because their products are tested on animals by the mandate of the Chinese government. I got this for Christmas 2 years ago. Finally used it up last month. I do like the scent. There's a little bit left in it, I can tell, but it's too difficult to squeeze, and this was my work lotion for a while. It's what I was using when I was at work. Nice thick cream that wouldn't wash straight off my hands. So, since I use it at work, I need to quickly squeeze some out onto my hand, rub it in, and then get back to work. This did not, once it's down to the, you have to bend it over and, squish the ever-living daylights out of it. It's not really easy to use. So it went in my empties at that point. This is not the first hand lotion that I've ever used up. However, it is one of the first. I'm always impressed when I use up a hand lotion like this because I have a history of just never using lotion ever. And still, where I primarily use it is on my hands. And sometimes if I put too much on my hands, it'll go on my elbows. And sometimes I remember to lotion my legs after I've shaved. And that is it. It's no wonder that I barely go through hand lotion. It's always an accomplishment. Always exciting. Let's see if the other one's in here. Yes! This is Eucerin. This was my work hand lotion before I used, until I finished it. This lived at work. and then I transitioned to using this one at work. So this is the Eucerin Advanced Repair Natural Moisturizing Factors Enriched. This repairs very dry, itchy, rough, flaky skin with a light feel. It is a light feel hand cream, and it is fragrance-free. This is a really nice hand lotion, and I wish Eucerin was cruelty-free. They're not. It has alpha hydro. Let's try that again. This has alpha hydroxy acid in it, which means it has a chemical exfoliant in it. So when I put it on when I had an active eczema flare-up, it hurt because it was taking the rough, scaly skin actually off my hands. But for a maintenance lotion, keep your hands really hydrated, this works great. It's really good. But once again, would not repurchase. Not cruelty-free. Very sad. When I have a cruelty-free lotion in my purse that I quite like. This is my sunscreen. This is the Erin's Faces Peptide 30. This is a 4-ounce bottle. It lasts me for about 3 months. So I bought this in October, and I used it at the beginning of January. It's a very nice sunscreen. I like it. I repurchased it. I'm getting low. And I am actually on a 3-month subscription to it, so I should get another one right about when I am going to run out. Hooray! Got a got a good sunscreen that I like. It's on a subscription, and it's timed really well so that it should show up right about the time that I'm on the last few uses of the sunscreen. Hooray! Okay. Let's talk about this. This is the Yankee Candle. It's so blackened because I don't have wick trimmers proper. So after a certain point, I can't get scissors in there to trim off the wick down to the proper level. So it ends up smoking up the glass. You will see this in a lot of my candles because I just don't care enough to get wick trimmers. This is the scent Sage and Citrus. It's nice. It's I have a strong preference for clean scents. So this is clean, kind of earthy, kind of, citrusy. This one has better scent throw than the one that I currently have, but I like having a candle to burn and throw scent. I keep it in the kitchen, so if I've been cutting onions or something, it'll replace that scent. But this one actually scented kitchen, nook, dining room, living room area. So it has pretty good scent throw. I like it. After I burned it down to this level where the wicks wouldn't light anymore, I put it on my wax melter. The trash truck just drove by again, I'm sorry. That was probably loud and distracting. So after I burned this down to this level, I put it on my candle melter, my candle warmer, that's what it's called, and melted the wax again and got basically all of the scent out of it. And then I was like, okay, so we got all of the scent out. We're gonna buy a new candle and put this one in the empties. So there you go. Sage and Citrus. I typically buy Yankee Candle because they're an easily available candle that I know is cruelty-free. So, Better Home and Garden is cheaper, but also more dodgy. And, oh, what else have I seen? Yeah, there's like a bunch of them if you go to Hobby Lobby or something, and you can't find any information about any of them online, whether they're cruelty free or not. So I'm like, we'll just go with Yankee Candle. It'll be fine. I can buy it at Walmart or at Target or basically anywhere that I go. It'll be basically the same price. There'll be a lot of scents available. I can find one that I feel like burning. So there we go. All right, next up, this is another not cruelty-free item. This one actually I have not even remotely used up. This is the Equate Sport Sunscreen Lip Balm. It came in a 2-pack. I do have 2 of them. And I did have both of them semi-used, so we'll see which one of these I used more. But like, I didn't use either one of them very much. Okay. It looks like I used about a quarter of this one and then just a smidge of this one. So, the reason that these very not empty things are in my empties is because I decided to take this to work with me. I was not wearing very much makeup, so I was like, we'll just grab a lip balm and stick it in my pocket and have something moisturizing, if not pretty, on the lips. And then I realized about halfway through the day that my mouth tasted like perfume. And then I was like, oh, you know what? I remember my mouth tasting like this every time that I wear this lip balm. Maybe I don't like this lip balm. Maybe we should put it in my empties and throw it away. Because, like, no one wants someone else's lip balm. Half-used lip balm. Ew. Grody. Alright. Let's do this. This is my hair lightener. This is Sun In. It is in the Lemon Fresh scent. It is a, hydrogen peroxide-based hair lightening, hair bleach product. That is what I put in my hair to get it to this strawberry blonde color. I really like how hydrogen peroxide interacts with my hair. I am not buying this one again. I replaced this one with the Sun Bum hair lightener because I couldn't find any information about this, whether they were cruelty-free or not. And hydrogen peroxide is really difficult to certify cruelty-free. So, Sun Bum, there's some stuff out there that generally considered to be cruelty-free. So, replacing Sun In with Sun Bum. Alright, so let's talk about this one. I hauled another Derma E product recently, in a recent video. This is the eye cream that I am replacing with that. I am replacing this eye cream with that eye cream, the hydrating eye cream. This is the Advanced Peptides and Collagen eye cream. And I have not actually used this up. I have, however, dropped it on the floor and really badly broken the cap. Look, you can see it's cracked there. It's like cracked. I really broke the cap. Like really, really badly, it turns out. Some of it happened live. So what I did was, once I felt like it was, I just gently broke, like, I didn't even drop the whole thing. I dropped the cap on my tile floor and it broke to this level. Like maybe twice. So, once I got to the point that I was like, I feel like the seal is compromised, I scraped it into a little tub that I had that's like a travel size thing, which is plenty for this half-ounce eye cream, and started using it out of that. Much sturdier little package. I don't love the eye cream. I am actually using the eye cream as a face cream because, you know, my main problem is dark circles. You know this. If you watch my channel at all, you know, the skincare thing that I complain about the most is dark circles under my eyes, because I have hereditary brown dark circles, and then also if I am a little off the mark on my sleep or my water intake, then I develop blue dark circles as well. So it's like, there is not a concealer heavy duty enough for my dark circles. But you can use eye creams that help lighten the dark circles, you know, help improve the skin circulation, cell turnover, whatever. This was not one of those. My eyes looked incredibly hydrated, plump, tight, like really A+. If all you need is moisture, this is great. This is fantastic. My dark circles got worse. It did less than nothing for the thing that I am most concerned about. So, yeah, this is a face cream for me. Half an ounce of very expensive face cream. Let's talk about this. This is the Dry Bar charcoal clarifying shampoo and conditioner. It's called On the Rocks. This is the shampoo, this is the conditioner. I had little ribby packets of it, and I thought that the shampoo and the conditioner were fine. It clarified, it added a little bit of texture. I don't like the smell though. And it makes my hair absorb bad smells really quickly, which since I don't wash my hair but about once every week or two, absorbing bad smells is really bad. So, and I work in a smelly environment also, so that was just like a firestorm of bad events. I was like, I couldn't figure out why I was feeling like I needed to wash my hair midweek when I was happy with how it looked, but I could not get the smell out of my hair. And I was like, why is my hair smelling musty halfway through 1 week when I've gone 2 weeks in between washes? And then I realized that it was just the smell of the conditioner, the shampoo and conditioner, and how it was interacting with where I worked. So, never buying that one. I liked the effects. If you wash your hair more frequently, it's probably fine. But if you only wash your hair once a week, my experience indicates that you might feel like you need to wash your hair halfway through the week using that shampoo. So, great. Just what you want in a shampoo. All right, let's move on to another Lancome product. We started out with Lancome. This is a Lancome Juicy Shaker. This was my lip oil night treatment. This is in Boom Meringue. It's like a nude pink. On me, this is a nothing color. Like, maybe my lips look slightly glossy. It does nothing color-wise because it's such a pale pink. it is much, much paler than my lips, which are quite pigmented. So I lost it for a while, and then I realized that I liked how it felt on the lips, and I was like, well, I guess let's try to use it up. And then I spent like, how long did I spend? I started on this. I started on legitimately trying to use this up before I went cruelty free, which was in January 2018. So in like November 2017, I started trying to use this up. I finally finished it in February 2019, using it almost every night. These things last for flipping ever. Forever. Like, how much product is this even? 0.22 fluid ounces. This is less than a quarter of an ounce fluid ounce volume. And it took over a year of dedicated use using this as a night lip treatment. That is some value, I will say. I think I got this in a Sephora lip kit. Let me tell you, that full size paid for the Sephora lip kit and then some. I don't think I have anything else out of that Sephora lip kit, but that thing, it kept going forever. Okay, let's carry on with, I guess this is makeup. Alright, this was my eye primer. This is the Kat Von D Lock-It color correcting eyeshadow primer. Now that I open it, it looks like there's a little bit left. If you can see, there's a little bit sticking up out over the edge. I put it in my Empties box when it started scraping my eye because that is the last thing that you want. You do not want scrapes on your eyelids. So, this is an okay eye primer. It's self-setting. It does blank out your eyelids. It does do that. This color is I guess pretty close to my skin tone. So like it's a decent match. I wouldn't repurchase the primer itself because it was nothing special. It converted me to eye primer. That's what it did. Nothing else about it was particularly special. It helped my eyeshadows not crease. In particular, my matte eyeshadows on me tend to gather in the folds of my eyes. So like if I'm trying to define my crease over the course of the day, if I don't use eyeshadow primer, the mattes will gather in a fold that's like here on my lid, which is not flattering. So like I have pigmentation nowhere on the outside of my eye, but there's a line right here across the upper third of my eye. This prevented that for me. So it converted me to the concept of eye primer as a thing. Cream eyeshadows using eyeliners as eyeshadow bases, none of that works for me. Eyeshadow primers genuinely work for me. So, hooray, figuring out things that work. This one, I wouldn't repurchase for a lot of reasons, but one of them was I don't think it was particularly special. Like it doesn't make shimmers more shimmery or anything like that. let's do this. This is the Shiseido Ibuki Refining Moisturizer Enriched. This is a little sample size that my mom gave me over Thanksgiving. It lasted me for like a month. This is a lot of product. How much is this? This is a lot of moisturizer. It was nice. It was very very, I guess I'd call it very, very vanilla. Like it's a nice moisturizer. Shiseido's not cruelty free, so I don't purchase from them personally, but they make high quality stuff and I really enjoy their stuff. So, you know, this is a sample that I got from my mom who does purchase Shiseido, and I used it up and I liked it. When my skin was having a time, because it was reacting to something, and I don't know what I was using at the time that it was reacting to, but it was reacting to something. And this was a really calm, no frills moisturizer that just moisturized my face. Maybe there's fragrance in it. Probably not. I just use this as my night moisturizer. Like I said, it lasted me for like a month. So that's a good amount of, like, that's a good size sample. And I would say it's very nice. Okay. Let's do this next. This is the Julep Performance Top Coat. This is not empty. However, do you see this? That is a string of top coat. This top coat, I've had this open for maybe probably 6 months or less. I think I probably got it in November. Maybe I got it in October. But like somewhere around that 5 or 6 month mark. It won't go on my nails anymore. It's so thick that it ridges up. It shows the brush strokes really badly. It's stringy. It leaves little rough strings on the ends of my nails. I like it. It does its job, but it dried up so fast. So fast. I have another top coat, which is just from the Ultra brand, which I have had open for longer and which is not dried out. And I appreciate that so much because, my goodness, why would I buy a teeny tiny top coat? This is 8 milliliters. Speaking of a quarter of a fluid ounce, this is a quarter of a fluid ounce. Just slightly more than. And it lasted, you know, Julep is more expensive. I like their Oxygen line. It's, you know, nail polish that's better for your nails. But this top coat specifically, way not worth. I got it in my subscription box. I was like, I want a top coat. I have been converted to the concept of top coats. I think that they last, you know, they make the nail polish last longer. So I got this one. It goes on, it dries really fast, but then it dries out in like 5 months. So on the whole, I don't recommend. Like, I've been painting my nails a couple of times a week that entire time, and still I couldn't use this completely up. That was, no, I did use a decent amount of it. like it's in addition to being real dry. You can probably see, if I get really close to the lens, okay, yeah, you can see where it's thicker. It's only thicker about halfway down the brush. So, like, I've used 3/4 of it, but still, there's 1/4 of this product, this gel top coat, this Oxygen Performance top coat, that I can't use because it dried up before I could use it. Not super happy about it. I mean, I'm happy that I got it in a subscription box and it served me well for, 4 months. And then the last month it's been just torture. So on the whole, I would not recommend that particular top coat. Last thing, it's so exciting. This is my toothpaste. This is the Hello Fluoride-Free Whitening Toothpaste with Activated Charcoal. This has fresh mint and coconut oil. It's cruelty-free. It's Leaping Bunny certified. It's a really good toothpaste. I will say, though, when you brush your teeth with this, wipe out your sink. Wipe out your sink every time. Because if you don't do that, your sink will be gray. And when you clean it off, the soap scum will all come off as well, because charcoal is great at cleaning sinks as well, it turns out. But, my goodness, this leaves a significant amount of charcoal everywhere. Not just, like, everywhere that you normally find toothpaste, there will also be charcoal, because there is charcoal in your toothpaste. Great toothpaste. Very effective, very whitening. I noticed a difference. I have currently a non-charcoal toothpaste, and I got a little tub of activated charcoal powder to brush my teeth with as well, because I missed how well the charcoal had whitened my teeth. But be aware, if you're going to use charcoal, whether you use a powder or just a charcoal toothpaste, which I do recommend this one, just keep a washcloth on your sink to wipe it out. Otherwise, it will be gray. I can guarantee. So, with all that in mind, I hope you enjoyed or learned something, or both. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you feel like, and goodbye for now.